and thank you so much for joining me here on my channel. I'm going to be doing the Capricorn energy reading. As always, take what resonates, leave what does not, especially since this is a general reading. We're going to be looking at what you may possibly be struggling with, some advice from the tarot, and future energies coming in for you possibly. All right, so we have what you may be struggling with is the Nine of Wands. And then we have the Strength card. So it could be that you're waiting for a Leo to come in. Nine of Wands. For some reason, that's kind of what I was feeling, is that for some of you that you might be waiting for a Leo to come in. But I feel like there's a lot of turbulence there. It also could be that this person is... I feel like it's somebody that's very angry about something, or is it like I almost feel like this represents you here, this Nine of Wands, and this Strength card and this Nine of Wands. I feel like it represents somebody who's very overbearing, and I feel like you're tired of dealing with this situation. I feel that it also could be that you're losing your confidence in a certain situation, that it's become too toxic for you with this Knight of Wands here and this volcano. I feel that there's like this, I'm kind of seeing like this red energy around you, like there's this frustration or this anger, or like you're tired of dealing with this, like it's starting to wear on you, this situation, either this person or this situation or whatever going on here, whether you're waiting for someone to change, or you're waiting for somebody to do something, or you're in a situation where you feel that you're just exhausted. I feel that you're frustrated with things. I feel like you're irritated and you're angry with things. I feel like there's a lot of conflict going on around. And I feel that it's really been draining you. Like you feel tired. You feel like you're starting to lose your confidence and that you just want to give up. Let's look at the advice from the tarot. I feel like it's fight for yourself. I don't feel like it's fight for the situation. I just feel like it's sometimes when we feel that we're at our lowest, that's when we show ourselves that we're the strongest, right? That we're the most powerful, that we are the strongest with this Queen of Wands here. So I feel like it's, okay. And then we have the Death card. So I feel that the advice from the tarot is the Five of Wands, the Queen of Wands, and the Death card. So I feel that the advice from the tarot is saying that it's time to put something to an end with the Death card, because this is your time to transform. This is your time to change. This is your time to bring change in. You've been hanging in there with a situation for the longest time, that you've given it so many chances. Like, I feel like you've just given it so many chances and so many tries, and you've tried to make something work. This could be a job maybe that you're working at, or it could be a relationship that you're in, a friend, family member, or a partner. This could be your living space. For some reason, that's kind of what's coming to mind too, is that maybe your living space, maybe you have like a roommate, or you're living with someone and you're like, you know what? This doesn't, Capricorns need to have their own space where they can, their quiet time and their own space where they can recharge. I'm a Capricorn sun and a Capricorn rising. So I know how important that is for Capricorn to have their space. Like, we need our space to recharge. Like, we can't be, again, take what resonates, leave what does not. If this doesn't resonate with you, that's fine. But I found that Capricorns need their space to recharge and kind of be left alone. It doesn't have anything to do against other people. It's like Capricorn needs their space. And when Capricorn feels crowded, or they feel like this pressure of like they don't have their space, then it starts to wear on them, and it starts to bring in an anxiety and make them extra tired and, you know, maybe extra cranky. So I feel that what the tarot is saying, it's time for you to step up to the plate, and it's time for you to call the shots, and it's time for you to put an end to something. Again, you have to choose what you feel is best for you. If it, you know, I'm not telling you what you have to do. It's raining again. All right. empower yourself with that Queen of Wands, because I feel like that's what she does. That results in what's coming in for you is opportunities come in for you that I feel that you didn't see. All right. You are walking away from, right, 8 of Cups. And then we have the 5 of Pentacles, that you're finally branching out on your own. 5 of Pentacles can also represent a temporary difficult situation. So this change may feel like it's something that is hard or difficult, but I feel like change brings in new opportunities to do things differently, to approach things differently, to see things differently, to look at things from a different perspective, to open up new doors. You're walking away, right? You're leaving this 8 of Cups, like you're letting go, like you're moving on from this situation here. But in order to reach this, you have to do this, right? You have to end something, because that brings in transformation, and that brings in new opportunities, and that brings in opportunities to let things go and to branch out on your own. Definitely interesting weather today. Intuition, overall energy, we have the moon. I feel like that represents intuition. And then I felt like the next card, and then we have justice. Making things happen for yourself and taking control of the situation. Don't let the situation take control of you, because I feel like that's what's happened here. It's time for you to take control of the situation, because I feel that the Queen of Wands is somebody who is in control of things. I just feel like she's someone who is powerful. Like she takes control. She is in control of things. She doesn't let anyone else control her. So I feel like it's embodying that energy of the Queen of Wands and bringing in that justice for yourself, right? And that balance, and listening to your intuition with that moon card, right? Following your gut feeling, because I feel like you've kind of had these messages from yourself, but I feel like you haven't been listening to them. I feel like it brings a lot of change in for you. I feel like it's sometimes when you just do like one thing, that is a domino effect that brings in so many other different things. And I feel like that's a good thing. All right, so these 2 cards flipped over. We have White Raven Spirit, trust in the magic, and Squirrel Spirit, believe in yourself. All right, so this may be something, again, as a confidence builder. I did a reading before this, and that was definitely about building your confidence within yourself and empowering yourself and trust in the magic. And I do feel that there is magic in the universe, and I do believe that. Again, take what resonates, leave what does not. And I feel like you can create magic within yourself. You can create miracles. You can create things that happen. It all has to do with your mindset. It all has to, I feel like you're not going to be able to do that in this state of mind right here. I feel that you're very tired. You're very run down with this 9 of Wands, right? Whoops, with that energy there. Sorry. So I feel like that's kind of where you are. Like you want to give up, like, and you're like, well, why should I even bother? Why should you bother? Because you're in control of life, because life is amazing, because you have the power to make change, because you have to trust in the magic, because anything can happen at any moment, right? Because you are a powerful being and you can create the life that you want to create. I believe that a million %. You can create the life that you want to have. It all begins with you and your mindset and how you perceive things and how you look at things. Do you feel that the universe is working against you, or the universe is working with you? When the universe brings you challenges, it's because there's something that you need to see and there's something that you need to change. I'm so adamant about that. I can't even like say that enough. Like I used to think that every time something happened, I was like, oh, the universe just hates me, and why am I always going through all of this? But now I'm like, okay, this is the opportunity to show myself how strong I am. This is my opportunity to step into that Queen of Wands energy and show how strong I am. And I've been having to go through those things lately. I've had to do some things. Like literally I was shaking. I was shaking and I was so nervous because I didn't want to confront this person. I didn't want to, but I am so proud of myself. It wasn't negative. I was very positive. I was very nice. It was a situation that, you know, I had to step up to the plate, and I did. And as I was getting ready, I was literally shaking and I thought I was going to throw up. But I am so proud of myself that I did that. I am so proud. I handled it in a professional way. I took care of the situation. For some people, they wouldn't think twice about it. But for me, it was a big thing. For me, it was something that I normally would have backed down to, but instead I stood up and I was like, the universe did this because I felt like things were going really good, and then this happened, and I'm like, why did this happen? And so the old me started to get irritated and I started to go downhill. But the new me was, okay, so this is to show how strong you are. This is to show that you can handle the situation, that you can get through the situation, that you can do this. So I've had a couple of things where I had to step up lately, that I had to step up to the plate and really make some tough decisions, but I'm so glad that I did, and I'm so proud of myself. So I feel like this is your situation here, right? With this Justice card, make things happen for yourself. That don't look at this challenge as something that the universe is working against you, that the universe is trying to show you how strong you are, and to believe in yourself and to feel confident, right? That's how you have to look at these challenges and be like, okay, what do I need to see here? What do I need to learn here? What do I need to change here? What needs to be different? It's so crazy because this is the card that I was thinking of earlier when I said trust in the magic, and I said create your own miracles. Miracle, making a difference. Create your own miracles. Make a difference in your life. Don't give that power to someone else, right? Take that power for yourself. Thank the universe for the challenge that you are going through here, because the universe is saying, I know that you're stronger than this. I know that you can step up to the plate. I know you are powerful. Embrace your Queen of Wands energy. End what needs to be ended and embrace this transformation of self-empowerment. Miracle. Making a difference. That's you making a difference, okay? You making a difference in your life, letting go of what does not serve you, right? Whether it's people or situations around you, or it's your own thinking, or all of the above. Create that justice for yourself. Choice. It's your choice, which is what I say many, many times. I'm not telling you what to do. You need to choose what is best for you. And that's what I feel about tarot. And that's what I feel tarot is it's giving you choice. It's showing you choice, right? It's making you think, but ultimately it is your choice on the path that you are going on. It's your choice on the decisions that you make. And take responsibility for those choices that you make. And then if it doesn't turn out the way that you wanted it to, then thinking about your choice and saying, well, I kept myself in this situation and I kept waiting for this to change and it never did. Okay, it's my responsibility because I chose to stay in this situation knowing with my intuition that was not the right choice for me, and I chose not to listen to my intuition, and I chose to stay. But sometimes we have to do that. Sometimes we have to keep putting ourselves in the same situations until we finally get so sick and tired of it that we're like, you know what, I hit rock bottom and I'm not dealing with this anymore. I'm not having this anymore, and it's time for me to make a different choice. But that's something that you have to learn on your own. That's that miracle, that's that making a difference that you have to create for you. Not anyone else. Don't give that power to anyone else. Take it within yourself. That's just my thought and my opinion for what I've been going through. All right, let's grab universe. Universe, create that world that you want. Create that universe that you want. That the universe is trying to help you. The universe is trying to guide you. The universe is trying to show you things. That's just what I feel. Is that the universe is trying to show you these things. The universe is trying to help you, right? Trust in the magic here with the White Raven spirit. That the universe is trying to get you to believe in yourself, to empower yourself, self-empowerment, to create those miracles. What does a miracle represent to you? What if I say, if you could, what is a miracle for you? Like, if a miracle represents what happening in your life? Okay, so figuring that out and then make that happen. Work towards that. Make that happen. I feel that when you're in a positive frame of mind, and when you're feeling motivated, and when you're feeling life is good, and when you're feeling that you are confident, that your mind thinks in ways to create those miracles. It thinks in ways to make things happen, and it nudges you, right? So that if you're having finance problems, right? That you're having problems with money, and you're at a job that you don't really like, but you're like, you know what, I know that the answer is going to come, and I know when the time is right, things are going to happen, and you feel nudged to maybe get your resume done, or you feel nudged to put your resume out on a certain site, or you happen to speak with someone and they said, hey, you know, I did Instacart, or I did these deliveries, or I do this taxi service, or I put a whole bunch of stuff on eBay. I started an eBay channel, and you're like, you know what? I got a whole bunch of stuff sitting around that I don't really use or want. Let me just throw some stuff up there and see what happens. And you start, right? Because you're open to suggestions. You're open to really listening to what other people are saying, or you're open to try different things, right? And then who knows, maybe a job opens up, another position opens up in your company, or that resume that you had put out there that, you know, it gets picked up, or, you know, there's some interest, or you start making money with your eBay stuff that you're selling. And the old you would have just moped around and said, I hate my life, I don't have any money, I can't do anything, I don't know where my money goes, I hate my job, and I'm just going to wallow in that. And I'm just going to be on social media for the next 2 hours and watch all of these frustrating social media things, right? And so then you're finding things to keep yourself in that wallowing mode. But when you're in the mode of, I'm going to empower myself, taking on this Queen of Wands energy, and I'm going to end all the wallowing, and I'm going to feel good, and I'm going to say to myself that right now, maybe things aren't the way that I want them to be, but I know things are going to get better. I know things are going to happen for me. I know that I'm going to keep fighting and pushing through, and that something's going to happen. I'm not going to give up, that I'm not going to wallow, and that I'm not going to give up, and I'm going to push through, and I know something's going to happen. And you know, gee, I was thinking maybe I'm going to go throw some stuff on eBay, right? Maybe I'm going to go do this. Maybe I'm going to go do that. Maybe I'm going to, instead of watching negative things on social media, I'm going to look on how can I make some money, right? Or how can I save money? Or I'm going to learn how to budget, right? And all of a sudden your mind starts spinning, and you start focusing, right? And creating those miracles as to finding the answers, because you're in a spot of wanting to find those answers. We have TikTok. Not wasting any more time. It's time to make some changes. Time goes by so quickly. I mean, time can represent anything, right? It's time to create that world, that universe that you want to create, that world that you want to create. You're never too old, you're never too young, right? It's never too late. I mean, I figure it's too late if you're dead, right? If you're dead, then who knows what happens when you're dead? We'll all find out someday. But if you're still alive and you're still going, why not? It's never too late to change. That's what I feel. If you feel that it is and you've given up and you're in this Nine of Wands, then that's where you're going to be. But if you feel like, hey, it's never too late for change to create those miracles, then that's where I want to be. That's my attitude. That's where I want to be. That's what I want to happen. I want to make a difference. I want to create miracles every single day, right? And that there are so many miracles coming in for me, and so much abundance coming in for me. And I just want to spread that. And that's why I'm doing the tarot, is that I want people, I want to help people if I can. but people have to be open to hear the message, right? You have to be open to hear the message. I know that for myself, for many years, many decades, I wasn't open to hear the message, but now I'm ready to hear, right? Now I'm open to hear whatever there is, right? Try different things, do different things, explore different things. I'd rather try and fail than not try at all. All right, so let's grab you these two flipped over, some crystals for this reading, because I love crystals. I have my crystal, I have my hematite right here. I'm so excited because I'm going to be partnering with a company reached out to me, and they're going to be sending me some bracelets. And I got to pick, and I picked a hematite bracelet, and I picked this one. Of course, I can't think of it. You know, when you want to think of something, it just, your mind goes. So I picked this one, and then I picked this one. This isn't, it wasn't runes, rose quartz. I think it's kunzanite. But anyways. All right, so we're picking cards for your reading. So we have rhodochrosite, this one here. So this is relationships, healing, and karmic lessons. So compassion runs through the veins of this crystal, reminding you of your worth and capacity for self-love, a healer of relationships. This crystal opens a heart for healthy communication and breakthroughs. It can attract soulmates into your life, building connections that often feel karmic or fated. Every lesson is for your highest good, and with that perspective, know that whatever is happening for you, not to you. Did I or did I not say that earlier in the reading? This crystal encourages you to express your feelings and reinforces that it is safe to share who you truly are. Be who you truly are. Stop holding yourself back. Stop trying to conform. Stop trying to fit into somebody else's image perspective of you. I've done that my whole life. Guess what? I'm not doing that anymore. I'm being me. I'm being me, and I am amazing. I am a beautiful person, and I am amazing, and so are you. Show your true self. I know that that's hard for Capricorn, because I'm a Capricorn sun and a Capricorn rising, and that we want to stay kind of quiet. We want to be, but there's a part of us that wants to be in front. There's part of us that wants to be the center of attention, but then there's part of us that wants to be in the background. And so sometimes there's that battle within ourselves, and I was always in the background. So guess what? I'm ready to step up front. Obviously I'm on YouTube, right? I'm also creating my other channel that I'm creating. I was doing all of the other signs, but now it's called the high vibe. I think it's high vibration. I just created it, so, but it's about working through things in your life and things that I've used and the changes that I've been through and what worked for me, and manifesting that amazing great life to have. So I'm working on that. I haven't posted any videos yet, but that's what I've been working on, because I'm so excited and I just felt called to do that, and that's what I've always wanted to do, so I'm following through with it. Right? I'm trying it. And then we have this beautiful one, this blue one. It's lazulite, cosmic serenity and peace. The cosmic forces are at play with lazulite, bringing serenity, peace, and tranquility to anyone who crosses path with this stone. Lazulite comes from the Arabic word lazaward, meaning sky or heaven, and referring to the sky blue color of the stone's surface. It stimulates the third eye, drawing out psychic and intuitive abilities, and dispelling worry, anxiety, and stress to promote a clear state of mind. Use this crystal when you need extra strength to heal addictive habits and to give yourself that inner peace against personal demons. So that is perfect, especially because I was thinking of the Capricorn card, right? Which is the devil, which that represents addictive habits and getting rid of those personal demons. And addictive habits can be that you are addicted to putting yourself in negative situations where you feel this 9 of Wands energy, where you feel less than, where you feel powerless, and putting yourself in those situations. and being addicted to that. That's one of the things that I had talked about. I just made a video on that the other day, is about that I was addicted to being in relationships with people that are emotionally unavailable. Even though I was miserable in those relationships, I kept searching those out because I was addicted. I needed that hit, or that like confirmation of, like, when I was in those relationships with people who were emotionally unavailable, that filled that void that I had wanted, because that was an addiction that I had, which I no longer have, like not doing that anymore. Nope. So this crystal helps with that clarity. It's giving you peace within yourself. It is realizing those addictive habits that you have and healing those. It's giving you strength. It's showing you peace. It's showing compassion within yourself, relationships that are more fulfilling, and that what is happening for you, not to you. Again, to show you things that you need to work on, to show you things that you have to look at, to show you things that you have to deal with as much as you don't want to deal with it. Sometimes, like, I feel that's what the universe does. And sometimes we're ready for those changes and sometimes we're not. And if we're not ready, that's okay. That, you know, that hopefully eventually we will be, if we're open to realizing, okay, this is something that I have to work on. Just my thought, just my experience, just putting it out there. These are things that I've definitely learned and gone through, and I feel like a lot of other people are too. And I hope that this helped you in some way, that a light bulb went off, or something made sense, or it empowers you in some way. And if not, maybe it was entertaining for you. All right. Thank you so much for hanging in there, especially if you're still listening. I greatly appreciate it. I hope you have an amazing day. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.